Dreaming Spanish is a massive waste of time. Unless you're a complete loser, you have things to do with your time. You don't have 2,000 hours to waste watching YouTube videos. It's extremely slow. It's for the lazy and the mediocre. If you value your time and you consider yourself someone who's ambitious and you have goals and you want to achieve things in life, you should learn languages much, much faster. And you can, in fact, learn languages much faster if you work hard and smart. So this is what you should be doing instead. Take the most common word lists, most common verbs, most common nouns, and most common adjectives. A few hundred of them. Thousands would be better, but a few hundred are enough to learn to speak. And you put them in a list, two columns, word, example sentence, and then the same in Spanish. This works for any language, by the way. And once you've got it like this, you use associations to memorize the vocab. Yeah? You create mental images and you memorize them. And then you review it. You review the whole list every day as fast as you can. It's not fun, but it works. The next thing should be to put this into a TTS, text to speech software, and create an audio file of it so that you can then binge listen to it as well. Should be more than an hour of sentences. Yeah, 1 hour of sentences that you listen to over and over and over again. And in less than 20 hours of listening, in a couple of weeks, you've learned them all. If you have also been associating them and reading them. Yeah. Another thing should be to translate mentally. This is for when you've already read them a few times and listened to them a few times. You read a sentence in English and you try to say it in Spanish. This is retrieval practice, right? You read it, ability. She has the ability to solve complex problems. And you try to say it, habilidad. Ella tiene la habilidad de resolver problemas complejos. Tiene la capacidad, habilidad, yeah, the synonyms. Access. He gained access to the secure area with his key card. Acceso. Obtuvo acceso al área segura con su tarjeta de acceso. Ok. Accident. Accidente. Tuvo un accidente menor mientras conducía al trabajo. Okay. Yeah, you get the idea. You do this with all of them. This is hard work. It's difficult, but it will make sure that everything sticks. And you're thinking in the language. You're training to speak the language. An hour of this is worth 100 hours of that crap. Yeah? Watch videos, more input. Blah, 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 blah. Eventually, in 2035, I'll be fluent in Spanish. No, do this, hard work every day, and you'll be speaking well in months, even weeks, if you do it really intensively. I've got people who've learned Spanish to a pretty good level in a month by doing a couple hours of this plus some input, yeah, with the same sentences. Also, combine this with your language islands. Language islands are your own sentences for your own conversations and your own interactions, situations, etc. Basically, the same format. You write everything you want to say, you write it down, translate into the language, and you apply all the other concepts. And this plus the most frequent verbs, nouns, and adjectives will be enough to speak relatively fluently. You'll make some mistakes, but you can work on that as well. The more you do the translation exercise, looking at reading sentences in English and translating them into Spanish, and then checking, that's you constantly getting feedback. Yeah, all the mistakes you're making, you see them here. So the more you do it, the fewer mistakes you will make, as long as you're paying attention to where you're making the mistakes. Yeah, so stop wasting time and start learning seriously. You can be fluent in not only in Spanish, you can be fluent in half a dozen languages before the end of the year if you do this kind of learning.